Okay, so we got another milestone today. So this one's a big one too. Good morning, day 104, leaving Bears Den Hostel. Very nice place. Just packed up my tent, actually stopped in, had some coffee, and looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. One last look back. So come to find out, this hotel was built in the 30s. Oh, I'm sorry, this hostel, not hotel, was built in the 30s by a very famous Washington, D.C. Doctor and his wife, who was an opera singer. So, and then at some point later on in the 80s, the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club bought it, the house with 60 acres, and then the ATC, Appalachian Trail Conservancy, bought it off of them, but they allowed the PATC, Potomac Appalachian Trail Club, to continue to manage it. So really beautiful place. Yeah, I mean, for $10 for a tent site, you can't beat it. With shower. So okay, here we go, back on trail. And well, this is a Blue Blaze right here, but this will put us back on the AT here in about half a mile or less. Looks like it's going to be a really nice day. The forecast looks good for the next 4 or 5 days. So of course, the one bad thing about starting out as one of the first people is you get to knock down all the spider webs with your face. They call it silk blazing out here. So, and you can see it's still pretty muddy, so it's going to take a few days for this to dry up. I just got a spider web right in the eyes. All right. With that, I'll say sign off for now. And hopefully we'll get some nice views along the way. All right, here we go. Day 104. A little bit of a view today. So this is looking over the area of Bluemont, Virginia. All right, trees are blocking a lot of it, but got some really big rocks here. Good Lord, yeah, wow. These are big rocks. Somebody built a nice little campsite fire pit there. Stop for a little breakfast snack, a little Cliff Bar at the hostel. After I packed up, all I had was a couple cups of coffee. Got on the trail, so a little breakfast, and to wash it down, some water with electrolytes. Breakfast of champs. Of course, I would prefer bacon, eggs, pancakes. Okay, so we got another milestone today. So this one's a big one too. So take a look at this. So we are officially leaving the state of Virginia and entering West Virginia. So that's a big one, because Virginia was, I think it's over 550 miles, makes up a quarter of the AT. So that's nice to be done with that, although it's my home state. I've been in here in the state, I think, over a month hiking, so glad to have it behind me. And these next few states should click off a little quicker, I hope. All right, got a little bit of a view this morning. Looking back to the beautiful countryside of Virginia. Standing here on this big rock cliff. As you can see, it's quite a drop off. We're not going that way. We're going back on trail. There's somebody with a nice looking residence. Boy, that is nice. Okay, let's get back on trail. So it's about 11:30 in the morning, just rolling along. We just came out of the roller coaster section that we were in yesterday. However, I missed the exit sign, but anyway, on the far out app it says we're out of it. But yeah, this section is really nice. The woods are, everything's starting to dry out. It's just a beautiful day. So as you can see, the sun's up. The trail's really nice. Got about 5 miles to the shelter that we're staying at tonight, or that I'm staying at. There'll probably be others there. The David Lesser Memorial Shelter. And then now that's about 7 miles from Harper's Ferry. So tomorrow and when I get up, it'll just be, should be in there before noon. And go to the ATC headquarters, check in, get my picture taken, find out what number I am to reach that part of the AT, and yeah, probably gonna get something to eat. So we'll see. That's all for tomorrow. But yeah, well, it's a beautiful day, and yeah, just cruising along. We'll probably be at the shelter by 2:30, which is much earlier than I would like to stop hiking. But in order to set myself up for a nice, easy day in Harper's Ferry tomorrow, that's the plan. So, but yeah, it's a nice little winding trail through the woods. Like I say, it's probably 70 degrees. I don't know. It's super nice. A little breeze blowing. Birds are singing. Yeah, just fantastic. So, all right, let's head on down the trail. So the forest changes continuously. Here it's this nice open kind of airy level section, sunny, with this really nice kind of carpeted like path. Very little roots or rocks. You do not see this very often on the AT, but yeah, and then it rolls off here. You can't probably tell, but it slopes off and goes down, and you get into a more denser wooded area, as you can see. And then back up top here where it's almost as not so wooded. I mean, obviously there's lots of woods, but a lot more open. here, and we're just rolling along this nice little. Oh, we got a buddy here. Who's this? Got a toad. Hey, Mr. Toad. All right, we'll leave you alone. All right, back to the trail. Yeah, it's kind of just so you can see the sun's coming through the canopy in spots. A lot less trees, a lot more open, and it's just this awesome kind of basically ridge walking along this fairly clear path, and looks like we're headed towards some boulders up here, but not too bad. Here's a few rocks. Yeah, it's just we should, looking through the tree line over there, looks like we've got some views. Hopefully we'll get one, a clear section with a view. There's supposedly one not too far away. Okay, looks like we're gonna go through a little rocky area as I weave my way around the rocks, try not to fall. I won't film too much more of this. It gets a little boring and monotonous. But for a hiker, this is quite nice. There's a sign back there off the trail, or I should say on the trail. We are now off the trail. It says there's a view over here. So we are heading over here to see what we might get. It looks promising. We'll see. I don't think. Lots of rocks. I guess I'll have to hop on this rock, but it doesn't look that good. Okay, I'm standing up on these big rocks. You can see, and it looks like they need to trim some trees. Yeah, the trees have gotten too big. At one point it was probably an awesome view, but out there you can kind of see. But yeah, the trees have got it blocked pretty well. Oh well, it was worth a try. Okay, now if I can get back down this rock without falling and breaking my leg. Sorry about that. Okay, headed back toward the trail. So there are quite a few of these little blue blazes along the AT. Some of them I'll explore and take, see if I can get a view. Others, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, I guess you could say. All right, let's just get back on the trail and head toward the shelter. I haven't seen a whole lot of through hikers, but there have been a few section hikers out here today. And the trail's right here. As you can see, there's a sign, which is kind of false advertising. But anyway, there we go, back on trail. I just love the wild ferns. I can't help it. I know you're probably sick of seeing them, but they're just awesome. And yeah, I think they're one of the oldest prehistoric, actually, plants out there. But yeah, especially when I run into a big group of them along the trail. Walking through them is just it's just a pleasure. It's, you know, it's looks like we got some boards down. It must be a little boggy area. Gotta watch these boards when they're wet. They are crazy slick. So these look like they're a little bit dry. And looks like everything's kind of dry. That one needs replaced. Yeah, actually it's not bad out here, but I could see how if you got a lot of rain, it's a very low-lying area down here on the forest floor. And there's a blowdown they had to cut up. All right, this goes on for a little ways. Yeah, the other day with that rain we had, this would have been very slick. Definitely have to be careful crossing these. And as you can see, some of them are in bad state, so they need to be replaced. That's another thing. They can break on you. Anyway, all right. On up the trail we go. Just a couple more miles to the shelter. All right, so we're almost at our shelter, my shelter for this evening. It's called the David Lesser Memorial Shelter. And we're headed that way right now. It looks kind of nice from here. Let's go take a look. I'll see if, as long as there's nobody around, I can show you that around, but as long as there's nobody there, rather. I don't see anybody, but we'll see, so stay tuned. Wow, really nice. It's got a nice deck. I don't see anybody. Really nice shelter. One of the nicer ones I've stayed at. Really nice deck. Oh, this is cool. Well, yeah, we're here at the David Lesser Shelter. This is really nice. A little covered place to eat. Oh my gosh, with a swinging bench. Privy is down there. You can see it through the trees. Looks like there's some tent sites down below. But yeah, this is one of the nicer shelters I've ever stayed at. David Lesser Memorial Shelter. So, with that, I'm going to probably hang my bear bag, and then here's the bear bag hang, as I showed you all earlier. So just hoist it up there on those hooks. And I think I'm going to have a seat in this nice swing, drink a little water, and I got a couple snacks to eat. And then yeah, just chill out for a little bit. Okay. That's it.